Welcome to Asiastocks. This is our daily morning piece called Asiastocks Kickstart, which is designed to help you prepare to trade the Asia markets. Today is Friday, the 11th of June, 2021. Note that we are just highlighting headlines and listing down our thoughts, and this is not financial or investment advice and should not be construed as any form of advice. First, let's talk about overnight sentiment. U.S. equities traded higher yesterday with S&P 500 closing up 0.5% and Nasdaq up 0.8%. S&P 500 is now sitting at all-time high as headlines of "markets flush with cash" dominate recently. CPI data yesterday shows a jump of 0.6%, which is second largest advance in a decade and which topped forecasts and thereby stoking inflation concerns. Reddit favorites momentum slow for a third day with the basket we tracked down 7% overnight. Losses were led by Gamestop, which was down 28%, followed by AMC down 13%, and Blackberry down 9%. Overall, overnight sentiment is skewed positively given S&P broke fresh highs. Next up, let's take a look on macro. China monetary data was out yesterday. New bank loans in May rose month-on-month unexpectedly, but broader credit growth continued to slow as the central bank's curbs rising debt. Overall, May TSF was 1.92 trillion yuan, and that compares to Reuters' estimates of 2 trillion. US-China tension escalates. China passed legislation to seize assets as a retaliation against US sanctions. Additionally, experts say that Biden's trade strike force sees US turn to aggressive, industrial policy to counter China. Slightly weaker credit growth and US-China tension is usually negative for the markets, but US market sentiment was positive, and as such, on balance, we'd take a neutral risk stance today. Moving on to micro. Watch China property as Beijing again warns investors on China property risk. CBIRC Chairman Guo said in a Shanghai forum that those who believe property prices will never fall will pay a big price. Note that this is after regulators asked banks to stress test exposure to Evergrande earlier this week. China Resources Land reported May contract sales which were up 18.2%, but the stock may still be weighed down by the sector's news. Lastly, watch Tencent today after parent Prosus says it sees its earnings almost doubling, driven by performance of Tencent. Additionally, Tencent didn't react much to yesterday's news of Biden revoking WeChat ban. Tencent likely may outperform today. That is all for today's Asiastocks Kickstart. If you have enjoyed the content, hit the like and subscribe button so that you will not miss out on any market-moving news.